The title of this video is why you're not happy. I'm going to go through what is happiness, why you're not happy, and how to fix that. It's going to be a quick one. It's going to be valuable. Being happy on Google is defined as feeling or showing pleasure or contentment. And what that means, I'm sure everyone that's watching this video has experienced happiness. I mean, everywhere, most of the time. Hopefully, most of you are happy, like, at least some part of the day. I mean, you can't always be happy, that's a sad truth, but hopefully everyone experienced slight happiness every day. Otherwise, it'd be a bit, little bit boring, a little bit sad. And I think happiness is very key in life. Obviously, to show that you're enjoying something, enjoying someone's company, enjoying anything, enjoying anything that you're doing, participating in, just living. You are enjoying living. That's the main the main goal of life, isn't it? To enjoy living. Otherwise, what's the point, you know? And obviously, like I said, it's not always possible to be happy. This is impossible. You can't always be happy. There's always going to be something out there that's going to make you sad, make you stressed, make you just not happy in general. And that's something that you have no control over. That's just life. That's, as I say, it's life. That's the universe. That's just how it goes. The cliche saying of life is got to experience the downs, experience the highs, and I do believe that as well. I think that's a good way to put it. Like I said, if you didn't experience what not being happy is, you wouldn't ever actually know what the real feeling of happiness is, because you'd have no comparable factor. You know, one of the main factors that you're not happy, or people out there aren't happy, is because people are trying to impress people that they don't even know, and you can notice that via social media again, Instagram. People always changing the way they are just to impress other people. I mean, if you think about it, there's definitely everyone's definitely done something. They've changed something about them to fit in with society, which we've obviously labelled as a necessity to fit in, if that makes sense. So we got people, let's say, that are a little bit weird or different. They're more likely to be pushed away from society, from everyone else, if they don't at least try and conform with the norms society of the norms of society, as they say in psychology. And I think it's sad to see, but it's also part of human nature and part of just being a human. I think to be a social creature, you have to obviously accept some social norms, and so the people that accept none are obviously going to be pushed away. You won't see them, won't hear about them. But back to my point, people are constantly trying to impress, like, literally randomers, like you've never talked to in your life, never seen in your life. People, for this, my example is obviously on Instagram. People will be going on your profile. You're trying to impress people that click on your profile and view it. But you're never going to see them, talk to them. They might even not even like the photo. You're just trying to impress them. You're just wasting your time. You're wasting your energy. You're wasting your happiness as well. You're sometimes stopping yourself from being you on certain platforms just because you're trying to seem cooler or just fit in, I guess. And I think it's acceptable to a certain point, but you notice it when, let's say, you're about to express yourself via a post, yeah, on Instagram, and you stop yourself from posting it because you question, will I get enough likes on this? Is this socially acceptable? And I think that's when you know something's up. Obviously, there's things you don't post and you do post, and things that are acceptable via society. But I think there's definitely a boundary where people do change the way they are, especially at our age, where they change all the clothes they wear, they only wear branded stuff, they only post like specific pictures just to fit in with the crowd, if that makes sense. I think that's actually quite scary and quite sad that you see people completely change just to try and fit in and they just lose themselves, and that only ends up usually with them coming crashing down and realizing, what am I doing? Another reason why I've noticed that people aren't happy living someone else's life, and for this example, your parents, especially obviously at our age, I'm going to keep it to my age, 20. I said people, you, you are obviously going to be pressured by parents or family members that are older than you and who have a big impact in your life due to being family, blood related. And you notice it quite a lot in other cultures where the parents really push them to do what the parents want the kid to do rather than what the kid wants to do. I've experienced it myself, but I personally sort of stood up and sort of did my own thing, and they will eventually come to terms with it. But it's actually the standing up to it that is the scary part, because obviously you lived your whole life of your parents control what you do from 0 to 18 years old. You hit 18, you have a lot more legal rights, illegal. You can do what you want. The world's yours, you know. And so when people turn 18 or after high school or college or whatever, people forget that they have that freedom, and so they're scared to do what they want to do because they don't want to upset their parents or they don't know what to do by themselves. So you see people living their parents' lives as them, and it's quite scary that that happens quite a lot because then that person will eventually be like, "Oh, I've just wasted like however many years, like full of regret because they've realised they snap out of that illusion and be like, I'm not living my life. I don't like this anymore." And obviously, like it happened with me, like you will fall out with your parents because of it. It does happen. But the thing about it is, you always come back together. I mean, from most of the examples I've seen and from my personal experience, you do just make up because it's over something so stupid. This links to my other point. My third point is doing something you don't enjoy. I think you see that a lot on our age as well, where parents are forcing people to do. Parents are forcing their children to do things that they don't want to do, and so they're waking up every day doing something that they might not want to do, and therefore they're not happy. Like their parents are happy, therefore they should be happy, right? That's what their parents think, but they're not going to be happy because they're not doing what they want to do. So there's a you need to try and find a balance for that. Because at the end of the day, I always preach this: like your happiness is more important than anyone else's because you're waking up in your bed with you, not your parents. I mean, I hope not, but you get the point. You're waking up with you. You know that like in my bed there. Who's in my bed? Me and Mike Kozlowski. That's it. Like my parents aren't there. I'm waking up. I decide what I do every day in my mind, not them. I'm living my life as me. I'm not living their life as me. You get me? Alright, this next point is a good one. This will be relatable to everyone. Everyone watching this video. Wasting time on stupid things. I mean, not just like a couple minutes. I'm talking hours and hours, and especially like now, you've got TikTok, you've got Instagram, you've got Twitter, Facebook, them four, and even Snapchat. I will do five. The five, yeah, the deadly five. The honestly, you can probably. I'm completely in this pool as well. Like the amount of hours you waste just going on your phone. Oh, that's cool. Double tap, double tap, double tap, and at the end of it, you just feel guilty, right? You just feel, what was the point of that? You know, you sat there for an hour doing nothing. Same for example in the morning. Let's say you wake up. What's the first thing you do? The first thing the majority of people do, pick up this, turn the alarm off. You either snooze and go back to sleep, waste some more time, wake up again, and get up, or they snooze and go on their phone. I reckon a small percentage of the people that don't snooze and don't go on that social media app are like ahead of the game. They're showered, they're ready to go. You know, they're ready to start their day. Whereas we're just wasted so much time. Just think about it. You've wasted about 15 minutes doing what? Liking something when you should be using that time more productively. Because that's when people say, "I don't have time to do certain things in the day." For example, like go to the gym, make that certain dish of food, do my laundry, something like something more important than sitting on your phone or sitting in your bed just scrolling. In society that happens so much. Like so many people just say, "Oh, I don't have time to do this." Like in reality, you really do. You just balance your time so poorly, and it's just a joke. Like you just got to snap out that. Like be real with yourself. Don't be fake. Wasting time on stupid things again. I'm scrolling on Instagram. You're scrolling through and you're liking. You're getting that instant gratification in your mind. Like, oh, you think you're happy, but then afterwards you're really guilty and not happy. You just wasted that time. And that's where it'll still happen. You'll still do it because you're used to it. You're just not gonna break that cycle. And until you realize that you're wasting your time, you just won't break it. Like most people would rather sacrifice sleep than stop doing scrolling for Instagram. And it's crazy, isn't it? It's quite scary. I'm guilty of it as well. It's quite scary how that happens. My second last point is not getting out of your comfort zone. I think when you don't get out of your comfort zone, you get in a routine. I think routine's good to a certain extent because after a while you feel like a robot. You feel like you don't feel like a human, you know? You don't feel like you're doing anything you aren't doing anything new. So you're just feeling on a loop. You're like it's like a life on a loop, isn't it? I think that's dangerous with your health as well. Mental health obviously. Maybe physical, depending on what you're doing. But when you have a certain routine and you're doing that over and over again, you aren't getting out of your comfort zone. You're not experiencing new things, and you're not like spicing your life up. I guess you're not you're just not doing anything new. You're not spicing your life up, and that's why I think every now and then, you need to do something new. Surprise yourself. Like literally, it can be anything, just to break that vicious cycle, your vicious routine. And that's why spontaneity is like perfect for this, because just doing like literally anything, something like completely random, completely new that you've never done before, is really good to just one test out something new that you haven't done, and two break this routine up. You know, for example, let's say you go to bed every night exactly at like 11ish. Maybe like a Thursday night or Friday night, you've at 11 you've gone to the gym or something, just to break that cycle a bit, just to spice it up. Because I feel like keeping the same thing every day and out gets tiring, tedious, and really bad for you because you're not experiencing your happiness. You're experiencing happiness, but you're limiting your happiness to a certain extent. You can be experiencing much more happiness with new ventures that you don't know about just because you're not getting out of that comfort zone of yours. Because a comfort zone is a deadly bubble. Because once you break out of it and not expecting it, after being in it for so long, it can make you feel anxious, nervous. You know, that's why you want to regularly break out of it. So then, when something big might happen, breaking your routine, you're used to it already, and therefore your happiness won't be affected as much. The last point you've probably seen, heard many times as well. Back to Instagram, favorite app. Um, it is Instagram is a highlight reel in a way for most accounts, and when you see people around you, I'm gonna put fingers quote unquote doing better, and you can take that as subjective as you want. It's not really, you can't really make that objective at all. That's subjective doing better. I mean, or at least I could say doing more, or what it seems like doing more, and they seem happy. You got to realize, you got to realize that's not a fake them, but it's a Instagram's there for a highlight reel. You know, most people won't put on Instagram they're sad, like them crying, pictures of sadness. You know, is most of the time it is to keep it happy. I think that's a good thing. It's the best. I think it's the best place to post memories and keep your memories up to date. Keep your friends involved with what's going on, and to share memories together. So when there's sad memories, you won't really see them at all. Mainly because of society's norms. Like Instagram's there for a place of laugh, like memes. You know, to smile with good pictures, to have a good time. But remember that because someone that's just posted a picture of I don't know them smiling on holiday from last year while crying. They posted that picture of them really happy with all their friends, but in reality they posted it after crying for about 2 hours about life and how they're not achieving anything. You know, that's where it's scary because people idolize Instagram so much that they forget that it's not fake, but it's not the whole real life. If that makes sense, you've got to realize that Instagram isn't always the best place to compare yourself to. And I talked about this before. Don't always compare yourself. You don't really want to compare yourself because it just upsets your happiness. But I think just manage it. Yeah. So to fix these problems, and mainly it's Instagram that's causing, or just your phone in general, and social media apps. Like solutions for this. The solutions for these are simple. I mean, Simple but effective, yeah? Like, I probably listed like three or four of them have been to do with either Instagram or social media in general. How do you stop that? Just limit your time. Like, the best way I've done it and the best way you should do it as well, set strict schedules for yourself when you can use your phone. Yeah, it sounds like dumb or whatever, like, but genuinely, if you want to feel better, just don't use it as much. I'm talking just use it when necessary, you know? So let's say you have like in your head a schedule what you want to do today, like work wise. Once you complete that, use it all you want. But I think during the morning, there's no point. Like literally, wake up, don't use it. Don't use it in bed. It's pointless because it makes you want to stay in bed. Literally, chuck your phone across the room, set your alarm. You're getting out of bed when the alarm goes off. Yeah, perfect. You're out of bed already. Then by that time, you're like, oh, I may as well just go get downstairs, have a shower, eat some food or something. Yeah, get ready in the morning. Then honestly, the best place I use it is on the toilet. Like, that's a perfect place to do it because you're doing two things at once, right? You're on your phone and you're using the toilet. So I think that's the best place. That's one of the, like, I literally rate that so much. That's like one of the best places to use it because you're doing two things at once. It's not wasting time. You're filling time. So I try and fill empty time where I could be doing nothing else with my phone and like social media. So for example, if I'm on the toilet, that's free time. I'm filling that time on my phone. Perfect. I mean, personally, I'm not into books at the moment. I'm not reading. I'm more reading stuff that's valuable on Instagram and Twitter and stuff rather than books, which each their own. I mean, you could be reading a really good book, go for it. I think you'll find it more valuable to do just use your phone then and use social media then. Another example, obviously like breaks and stuff at work or school or something, or if you just, I don't like using it when chilling at home. I mean, I don't really like using it when I'm on my bed. I mean, before night you can use it. People don't like using it at night, but I think night after you've done all your work is like a sort of rewarding feeling. And if you ingrain that rewarding feeling of using your phone, it makes you more likely to want to do work. Because then once you finish that work, you know you have that reward of talking to your friends or just carry on scrolling likes, whatever. Like do what you want. That's why you want to sort of like treat your phone as a reward. Obviously, this is a very like strict way of using it, but I think it's really good to if you just literally just try it for a week. I promise you, try it for a week, and if you don't like it, don't do it. But I think a lot of people will be surprised at the effects it has on yourself and on your time. And my other point, obviously, solution to not listening to your parents and just doing stuff you don't enjoy. Don't enjoy something. Why are you doing it? Why are you wasting your time? Like dead serious. You're here for like 80 to 100 years, let's just say on average. Probably not even, that's not even on average. Like, let's just say my age, I'm here for like 50 more years. That's 70, yeah? Or 60, whatever. Um, to 80, yeah? Let's just say I'm on Earth for another like 60 years, yeah? That's a quarter of my life done, yeah? Completed. Why would I waste, after everything I've learnt, now I know what I like and what I don't like so far, in a way, why would I waste time doing stuff that I don't like just to fill time, you know? If I don't like something, I'm not doing it. I have that choice now. I have that freedom because I'm out of school. I can choose what I want to do and what I don't want to do, and with my time. I just can't emphasize enough. Just make sure you enjoy your happiness, and make sure you enjoy your time, because your time is the most valuable thing in the world. Trust me, I promise you. You won't regret not getting rid of things that you don't make you happy. You will love it. You literally will. I want to add one more point quickly that I've noticed for me personally, when I don't have a goal that I want to achieve, whether that literally be anything, like small, big, um, you feel unhappy, you feel like guilty because you're wasting time not doing something. You don't always have to be doing something, but some of the time you just feel a bit lost, a bit like you're just doing nothing. And I think that's the best reason to go to the gym and work on health. That's the best time because that's something that can always be worked on. If that makes sense. You can't complete health because you always have to keep working on it. It's the best way to keep you busy and keep you active, obviously, because you're moving. But I think if you're looking for a goal or something, promise you, health, that's the one. And last but not least, just mix it up. Mix your life up a bit. You know, take that trip to bloody, I don't know, Scotland tomorrow. Go. When spontaneity occurs, just take it. Don't hesitate. Break out that cycle because it's a scary cycle. I've been in it as well myself. I just think it's so refreshing. Spontaneity, just so good to get out that mold every now and then. I promise you that. I promise you. I hope you found something valuable from this. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely, what day is it today? It is a Tuesday, so have a wonderful Tuesday, and we'll see you later.